Namaste. Today, very important topic, the brain waves. A lot of people have been asking me to do this session for a very long time. So this is very important to understand what is happening inside our body, how the brain works. That will help you to live a better life. I saw a very great difference the moment I told my body today that please cooperate. I need to do 20 minutes meditation. I'll give you later whatever you want. My body cooperated very well today. This is a small tip. So let us now get into the topic of today. That is the brain waves. This is the most important subject that every master should understand. Because it is about you. It's a story about you. It is the actual reality. The physical reality that is within you. You must understand what is happening inside you. So this front part, this is a logical head, logical brain. This is responsible for all the decisions you take. It is responsible for all the memories and reasoning. But this part of the head, the brain, is a subconscious mind, subconscious part of the brain. From the moment you are born up to the age 6, this conscious and the subconscious are both. There is no bridge. It is like open. So children or kids, whatever they see, whatever they hear, whatever they touch, without editing, it will just go and store here. From the age of 6, their logical reasoning mind starts. Before that, whatever they see, all the 5 senses, whatever they do, it will just go and store. They cannot make a differentiation between what is right and what is wrong, what is needed and what is not unnecessary. It will just go and store. So you have to be very careful when you have kids up to the age 6. Without any editing, whatever they see, listen, it will just go and store, and that will decide the rest of their lives. And from age 6 to 8, their logical reasoning starts. That's why you will see a lot of kids from age 6, they will start questioning. Why, everything. Why it is this way, why it is that way. From age 6 to 8 or 9, their logical mind starts. From there will be a disconnection from the logical and subconscious. That is conscious and the subconscious. In between there will be a layer. And this keeps happening up to the age of 35. If your life is a routine, mundane, then what happens? You are hardwired. Let us understand what is hardwired. For example, you take a paper, white paper, and you take a pencil. You draw a line. And immediately if you take an eraser, you can erase it very quickly. But if you take that same white paper and draw a line 100 times, same overlaying, then with the eraser if you rub, it is very difficult, isn't it? Because the same line, you have used that same pencil to draw it for 100,000 times. It becomes an impression, very deep, very thick. Then it is very hard to erase. So as our brains, the same routines, same habits you keep on doing, your brain becomes hardwired. Then it is very difficult for you to erase it. Suppose you have developed an habit for 20 years, 30 years. If you want to change, it is very difficult. Because the brain is hardwired, the mind started believing it and the whole body responds to it. And suddenly you want to change with a positive affirmation. When this conscious mind is trying to go and talk to the subconscious mind, it doesn't allow. The body becomes restless. But there you have to stand and fight for 40 days minimum. That is a mandala. because that body will crave for old habits. Because with every feeling, every emotion, a lot of liquids gets released from your hormones, and body is accustomed to those liquids. So if you stop something which you have been doing for a very long time, after some time the body will crave for it. There you must not supply. If you do it, then you will again go back. For a lot of people, they start meditation, after a few days they leave it. They think I can't, because they are unable to fight with their old pattern. But if you don't start now, if you don't practice, then your future will be what you are today. There won't be any change. It will be the same. It may be much more worse. So whenever you are reading, whenever you are doing some work, whenever you are opening your eyes and you are working with the five senses, your brain is in the beta state. BETA, beta state. The beta waves get always released like a frequency from your brain. So these beta waves will be on the lower level, lower beta. So whenever you are reading, whenever you are watching something, for example, you are in your school or you are in your office, you are reading something, you are in the low beta state. That is good for the brain. Suddenly, the teacher says, there will be a quiz program now and you have to clear it, otherwise I am not going to give the score. Or your boss will come and say, you have to give me the report within 10 minutes, otherwise you are fired. What happens? There will be a lot of adrenaline rush of blood to the brain and you will start moving towards higher beta, that is more frequencies. All these frequencies you can measure it using EEW. Okay, EEG. Okay, there are measurements. It will give the brain waves. Okay, EEG measurements. A lot of doctors use that. So it becomes higher, more than 20 hertz per second. Then what happened? There is a lot of stress. Until then you are okay, you are normal, you are just working with you. But suddenly there's a pressure, there's a threat. So the lot of blood, adrenaline rush started, energy started flowing towards your brain with fear, and you move towards a higher beta state. It is like driving in a highway with the first gear for longer time. Then what happens? People who know driving, you put the first gear and keep driving in the highway for longer time. There will be a lot of stress for the vehicle, right? You put the first gear and keep on pressing the gas, pressing the accelerator for a long time. There will be a lot of stress to the engine, a lot of stress to the entire car. So as when you have huge pressure, imagine in a day, at least once or twice, every human being goes under some pressure. If you go under that pressure, your brain moves towards very high frequencies, that is higher beta waves, and there is a lot of stress in the whole body. Your brain will become stressed, your heart becomes stressed, your lungs, kidneys, pancreas, everything will be under stress. And at least for 30 to 1 hour, 30 minutes to 1 hour, it will be in the stress. Later, it will come down. But if you are stuck with that habit, certain people, they always are in the higher beta state. So what happens? The anxiety starts. Okay, and they cannot control the mind. So they have to take something from the outside to keep themselves calm. But if this keep happening, between the connection between the brain and the heart and the other parts, the total synchronization will be lost. So all the parts will become started damaging. The more stress, your all the organs of the body stop working as a unit. For example, you go to a music orchestra. Suppose there are 19 people with 19 different instruments. If everybody plays with their own rhythm, can you hear? If everybody without any synchronization, everybody plays their own rhythm, own music, you will go mad. But if everybody have a timing, everybody plays the same tune with a proper timing, it becomes a beautiful music, isn't it? Similarly, when there are 19 spots in your head, that is the brain, which will emit frequencies. If all the 19s are in synchronization, that is called coherence, then it passes signals to all the parts in the body and all the organs will be in sync. Then you are healthy all the time. If you don't handle the stress, maybe the stress is there for 1 hour, then it is gone, you think it is gone, but it has brought a lot of damage to your body. So how are you going to handle it? People go and drink, they smoke. When you smoke, the tobacco goes inside your system. The tobacco will make your mind empty. That's a short period. You feel relaxed, but it is not the permanent solution. It has its own side effects. You go and drink the whiskey or brandy, then you think you are relaxed, but tomorrow morning again when you wake up, again there is a stress. So that is not a solution. And you go to music parties, you put jazz music, you dance. You think you are relaxed because you are just draining all the energies. And you go to the bed like a dead body. And morning again, there is no solution. Again you are stressed. So every day you have to run behind that. And that is not giving a permanent solution, and it is damaging the system more and more. So, how do we break the patterns? How do we come out of the stress? That is where meditation chips in. So, when you are in either the low beta or high beta, when you start doing meditation, your first thing is you switch off your phone or put the phone away. Nobody will disturb you. You close your eyes. Then what happens? These 5 senses stop working because there is no treat for it. You are not going to touch anything. You are not going to drink. You are not going to see. You are not going to smell or taste anything. You close your eyes. There is no visions. Then from the lower beta, slowly it moves towards the logical mind and it will start moving towards the next state called alpha waves. The beta is around 20, the alpha is around 5 to 10. Slowly, the thoughts will reduce. Because when you are opening your eyes, you are looking into everything, your logical mind is always working. 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day. But when you close your eyes, all the 5 senses are closed. So there is nothing going in from the outside. Then you will start seeing what is happening inside the world. You are conscious outside when you open your eyes. When you close your eyes, you are conscious inside. Then you forget about outside. Then you will start seeing what is happening inside. That is when you will see lot of thoughts are coming in. Lot of images are running. Lot of imaginations. The people tell, when I sit in meditation, I am getting lot of thoughts. It is not that when you sit in meditation, you are getting thought. That is all time running. But when you close your eyes, you are aware of it. Suppose there is a rat coming every day in your house, eating all the fruits. If you are not aware, one day you see. Then you understand, oh, this fellow is coming every day to eat. Then you are aware. Similarly, your mind is always running, but you are not aware. You are lost. But when you sit in meditation, closed eyes, immediately you will start seeing, oh, my mind is running. But the brain has started moving towards the alpha state. That is the first advantage. Whether you are in the blank state or the thoughts are running, since you have closed all your senses, your brain waves have stopped reducing itself. from the beta to the alpha, from 20 plus hertz to the 5 hertz, 10 hertz, 11 hertz. It reduces. So you start relaxing. Then the mind imaginary will start. So people ask me, when I do meditation, I'm getting some experiences. Are those from my mind or is it a real experience? So the moment you sit, first the mind starts showing everything. But don't confuse yourself. Just sit, relax, relax. You have to go deep within. So when the mind started moving from beta to alpha, it means from the conscious, you started moving and enter into your subconscious. If you don't do meditation, you will never be able to go into your subconscious mind. And if you don't go here, you will never be able to change anything in your life. Your life will be same routine, boredom, only a pattern. You will be never be able to achieve anything with the energy. For people who don't meditate, throughout their life, they have to only use this 5% logical mind to achieve everything. They have to work hard, they have to brainstorm, they have to move on. Only with this 5% logical mind, they have to struggle their whole life. There's a lot of stress, the whole body is gone, unsynchronized, zigzag patterns. All the organs are working in a different dimensions, or nothing is working together. It is like an orchestra. You see a cricket match, everybody is yelling, everybody is shouting. So it will be a noise. But if the whole stadium, everybody clap together, it will be a synchronization. It will be beautiful to listen. So people who don't meditate, they never go into the alpha state. They only depend on their logical minds throughout their life. 50 years, 60 years, 70, and they will die without achieving many things. Even if they achieve at the cost of their own body, there's no happiness. But if you start moving towards your alpha state, then you close your outer senses and your inner senses starts. You will start all seeing the imaginary things from the mind. The thoughts, everything comes. But you ignore that. You are only with your breath. So when you sit for longer hours, what happens? Then slowly, your mind starts moving, your brain starts moving towards the theta state. In that theta state, sometimes we go deep into theta state, sometimes we go one step into theta, again we come back to alpha. In that theta state, suddenly the mind stops working. There is no thoughts. You will forget where you are sitting. You will forget the time. Suddenly there is a emptiness. You are not aware because the 5 senses are anyway not there. Your mind imaginary is stopped, and from alpha you move towards theta. So you go into deep meditation. It means this personality, this ego, this is I, dissolves there. That is, your inner conscious become unconscious. There is no mind there. You are aware, you are awake, but there is absolute silence. Like you are walking in a highway, there is no light, there is no sound. So there is absolute silence. You may get that experience for 1 second or 1 hour or 5 minutes. It means your brain has moved from that alpha to the theta. And if you continue your meditation from theta, sometimes you move towards delta, which is very low, like 0.5 hertz per second. In that delta state, you forget about your body. That's called samadhi sthiti. You go very deep. Some people sit for 5 hours, 6 hours. Then suddenly they come out. They don't know where they were. 1 hour, 2 hours, they don't know. There's no consciousness in the body. They go very deep into meditation. So now, why should we go into such deep states? Why not only live our life with logical minds? Why we have to go from beta to alpha, alpha to theta, theta to delta? Why? Suppose you want a new job, or suppose you want a new business opportunity, or you want to learn a new skill, or you want to achieve something in your life, you have a goal. It all starts from the logical mind. But when you move towards your alpha state, what happens? From the outside you go inner, and from the inner alpha, when you go to theta, your logical mind is switched off. That is when you go to infinity, unlimitedness. You go to the universe. Your narrow mind has dissolved. Now you are broad. You become the universe. That is quantum. In that state, whatever you want, the creation will happen there. You become a creator when you are a meditator. If you want a good health, or if you want a wealth, or you want a new skill, whatever it is you can achieve, but every day you have to go deep within and disconnect the logical mind. If you don't do that, only with your logical mind you can achieve it. But the problem is, all your past experiences and the future predictions and the society around you, they will limit you. They will control you. They will say it is not possible. You will not be able to do. And you will start doubting yourself. You have to struggle hard. Only if you have this conscious mind, logical mind to achieve what you want. It can be even enlightenment. But if you go in meditation from beta to alpha waves, alpha to theta at least, there you dissolve yourself into the whole universe. The universe is waiting to give what you want. So in Princeton University in US, they did so much of research in the brain waves. So they call a lot of people and they put all these electrodes for checking the strip chart. They get all the waves, EEG waves. So they tried doing chanting, but the mind is only in beta. They try to lit some dhoop sticks, but the mind is still in beta. They did some body massages and body relaxation techniques. The mind is still in beta. Okay, they did some positive affirmations, but still the mind is in beta. One of the researcher, he kept all the electrodes. He was trying to do some chanting, some dhoop sticks. Okay, so he was giving some affirmations, he was doing some body relaxation, but the chart is only showing beta waves. Then he said, it's not working. I'm going to give up. He's fed up. Okay, the moment he said, I'm going to give up, immediately the chart started showing alpha waves. Then he got shocked. So he wants something, but when this logical mind is gone, if he is ready to leave it, the mind goes to the alpha. So that's why people ask in meditation why I should not chant, why I should not see a light. You can do that, but you will never go into meditative state. You will not even enter alpha. Forget about theta and delta. So this research they have done in the Princeton University. You can go to Google and search. So such research has already proved that by doing any activity, your mind will be always in the beta state. You will never be able to go deep within. So if you want to go deep within, your mind has to cut all the thoughts. My Guruji always tell that, no chanting outside or inside, because you will never be able to go surpass your logical mind into your subconscious mind. It's very, very important point. So as I told you, write something, whatever you want to achieve in your life, write. Your logical minds remember that. But in order to achieve, you have to catch the energies in the subconscious mind. So your environment will change, your opportunities will automatically come. See, when people try something, it works, they fix that, they freeze that, they will not think beyond that because they are afraid. They predict something and then keep on going like a horse. But if you want something new in your life, some change, you have to go to the infinity, you have to go to the unlimited, you have to go to the uncertain. There the new creation happens. From the emptiness, from the zero state. That is where the creation will happen. Otherwise, your mind will not stop you. It will not allow you to create anything new. It is going to put a bracket. So whether it is a health, whether it is a wealth, whether you want to achieve something in life, whatever goal it is, you have to help your brain to go deep within. When you go deep within, what happens? The 19 spots in the brain, they all will be like an orchestra. They all started syncing in the same pattern. So that is connected to all the organs in our body. So every part in your body is in the same frequency. Then there is a health, there is a heavy energy always. So you will be able to live for 100 plus years or 200 years. But if there is no synchronicity, the heart is not listening to the brain is not listening to the lungs, they're gone, out of sync. Then very soon that part has to be repaired or replaced, and that is anyway not going to help you. So when you do meditation, you make yourself go into deeper states, from beta to alpha, alpha to theta, theta to delta. Then all the waves that comes from your brain that is captured in the EEG, in the strip chart, will have the same frequency. 19 lines will be same. So in that state, your whole body is in sync. The body, mind and the soul is in the sync. Then whatever you are intended, whatever you want, from your own higher self, you can easily achieve it. Suppose I want to go from here to some other state in the car. If the car has some problem, how will I travel? The engine is not in sync with the accelerator. The petrol is different. The tires are not cooperating. If all the parts are not working in sync, it will be a disaster. I won't be able to achieve what I want. So you give to the service station, they sync everything. Everything works properly. So this body has to be given to the service station. That is meditation. Take this fellow into deep meditation. The cosmic energy will repair this body. Then wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, it will become easy. Otherwise life will become miserable. The stress will kill you. It will slow poison, like a slow poison. It will start damaging all the organs in your body. So it is very important to understand the brain waves. So much of research has been already done. You must help yourself. So just to summarize, only in the meditation from the higher beta to lower beta, you start moving towards alpha waves. That is where your mind is still active. From alpha, if you move to theta, there your mind disappears. And from there you go to delta, you disappear. Nothing, you go to the nothing. You have to go from some time to no time, something to nothing, some place to no place, somewhere to nowhere, some thought to no thought. So from some to no, or somebody to nobody, then you are expanded consciousness. Otherwise you are a narrow consciousness. You are limiting yourself. You have to become unlimited. The spiritual reality in the end, they will show you that a creation happens. You become unlimited. How are you going to achieve it? That is going to happen through meditation. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Signing off, Ayappa P.